Okay, good evening. Uh, so today, uh, going to explain a little bit about one's own inner space. Uh, the reason why I want to explain about this, about our own inner space, is because uh, somebody, the group from New York, asked me a question regarding about uh, people in the West believing that taking drugs or smoking some kind of mushrooms, and then they will make them feel high, and then after that they will cause them to become uh, detached from the world, and they will have and they believe that they have some kind of wisdom, and at the same time it might even bring them to enlightenment. So basically the question was asking what was my views on it. I think maybe over here in Singapore, first of all, most people have not heard about smoking mushrooms but eating mushrooms. Okay, the part about the smoking the mushrooms is actually North American uh, uh, Indian nation. There's the red Indian kind of belief, or is part of their spiritual practice that they do smoke mushrooms, some kind of mushrooms. When they smoke it, and then the smoke causes them to become high, and then they may have some kind of insight into uh, another kind of a spiritual dimension. So what are my views upon it? uh, we'll first talk about the views about it from the my views about it from the mushroom smoking part. Uh, so if you need to smoke something, uh, take in some kind of uh, special substance. Let's call it a special substance to make you to become a spiritual person. You need to smoke something or take some kind of drugs that will make you go to make you maintain a high and to maintain a kind of a uh, deep spiritual dimension. Uh, it is a big joke because there's no difference from drinking alcohol. There's no difference from reliance uh, on alcohol or drugs to have some kind of a deep insight. Of course, somebody did ask me before, so although great Mahasiddhas or great masters drink, uh, for them drinking is different because they can mix urine and shit in their alcohol and they still enjoy it, that's because they are the great Mahasiddhas. But normally, normal people, they don't drink anything that is mixed with your own urine. Okay? So, as for the Mahasiddhas, also, when they drink, everything is a deep transformation from within while being awake. But for those people who need to, or let's say for the kind of smoking these special substances, whether it's drugs or eating drugs or whatever, to get a kind of go in the spiritual dimension, it is not spiritual at all. Okay, or somebody need to drink alcohol, then they can feel that they can see more, feel more, practice deeper. It's not spiritual at all. What is spiritual? What is spirituality? Spirituality is when you can see the divine in all beings. That is spirituality. Without looking at the religion. Like I said before, I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. My aim is to be a spiritual person, never a religious person. Religious people suffer a lot. Okay? They are never they're never truly at ease with themselves, and they are not happy. But spiritual people find that realize the inner happiness within. Not relying on external environment or not relying on environment, not relying on food, not relying on friends, and not relying on special substances. Okay? So, yes, in Tantra, we do practice to have our own inner space, a special space. And that's why we offer a mandala. Okay? Basically, a mandala transforms or translates to be the word circle. Okay, your special circle or your world within. And that is why ordinary people or even animals have their own mandala. Do you realize? You don't realize. Do you realize when you are very when you feel bored, or maybe when you have so many things to do, suddenly your body and your mind, or basically your mind, will break off into its own space and start to daydream. Right? And when you daydream, you cannot hear what other people are saying to you. You are just dreaming. Either somebody will say, "Oi, sleeping ah?" Okay? As quite very many of us are. No? Not only night dream, day dream, everywhere also dream. Okay? Maybe not dream is a nightmare. So, within this inner space, we have to create something that is deep and spiritual for ourselves. That is why they have this mandala. And in this mandala, there's a talk about a mountain and beautiful vast grassland and flowers and crystal clear fresh waters and a bright sunny and clear sky. All these things naturally make us feel at ease and happy. You know, what if you suddenly you visualize a Rolex watch dropping from the sky? Then somehow it's not pure anymore, isn't it? Right? Why is it not pure? Because these things were created out of the greed of man. Okay? Humans, when we go to natural places, when we can become oneness with the environment and follow the natural flow of time and space, we become at ease and at peace with ourselves, at least outside in the body. And then slowly the mind inside also become more at ease and at peace with ourselves. So, but if we keep on thinking about the creation of things, so we need to create a certain brand, we need to create a certain thing, certain kind of bag or certain kind of stuff, and then after that it becomes more and more stressful to upkeep a certain type of lifestyle or certain type of belief that we want to believe that we can or we want to live. We start to lose the freedom. We become caught in, I can only use Chanel bag or LV bag. I can only use this certain brand of face cleaner or facial cleanser or some. I can only, wear this type of clothes, I can only wear flower clothes and not stripy clothes. Or I've only been wearing stripy clothes and never wearing a flower clothes. So we create this kind of a deep-seated suffering for ourselves just by simply laying this fence around ourselves. We prevent new things from coming in, at the same time we also stop ourselves from growing out. So this is something that we must be aware of in our daily life. Our spiritual practice is not in the prayer of going to temple to pray. That is nothing spiritual at all. Deep spirituality and a cultivation, it comes from not just the recognition, but the feeling of being in touch that all beings are divine. Everything is pure in its own side. Just like I said to somebody, I said, even if we find a rotting corpse, it's very smelly and dirty and disgusting. The bacteria and the maggots, they are having have a jolly good disco time. Okay? So, even if we find the drain very dirty and smelly, the beings there love it. They need it. Okay? So, we try to never say anything negative about the environment or about anything, but truly feel deep from within us how we must learn to choose our mind, like how we choose our clothes or how we choose our outlook. Why you have this hairstyle and why you not have that hairstyle is also your choice. You choose to be slim or you choose to don't care, let go, eat and be fat. You choose to be well-groomed or you choose to be laissez-faire attitude. You choose to have a laissez-faire attitude. So, we cannot blame and say that, oh, I've been fat all my life, so I will never, I'll never be thin. This because you have chosen to be like that. Thin people are very conscious about fat. Okay? Similarly, my guru once said to me, people who are thin are better practitioners. Because if they choose to be thin, they choose to be more, their mind is more vigilant. Similarly, when we practice, we don't give up. Fat people tend to give up. They choose to, never mind, eat. But thin people, they don't want to eat, they don't eat. Some force themselves to brush their teeth quickly after dinner so they will never eat anything after that. Okay? Yeah. So maybe some people make some decision, some choice that they want to be like this or like this. But for us, it is our choice that we want to become divine. So what is the basis of Tantra? The basis of Tantra is known as the choice. Similarly, those people who want to smoke special substances to become high, nobody can force them. Some people want to eat special substances, people want to eat poison, nobody can stop them. Similarly, nobody can force you to. Okay? So, we have to understand that here we recognize that we have the choice. Buddha told us that explained to us also that we have this choice. If we don't recognize that we have this choice, we will follow the other system of everything comes from God. I have this because of God. This is good because of God. Everything comes from God or come from some other being. But it's our choice. What's the difference between guru devotion and accepting like God? That is, guru devotion is you chose to practice guru devotion and you chose this path of transforming your mind. You are ultimately, your own guru. Okay? Because your guru cannot make you enlightened. But you can choose to follow the practice deeply and become enlightened. Like some people can believe that they are great politicians and this and that. They believe, they create a world of belief for themselves. And they are living in their world of belief. Okay? So for those who take special substances to make themselves high, why is it that they are not spiritual and they are not realized, or they are not enlightened people, not enlightened beings? Is because they are only enlightened when they smoke or when they take drugs. So ordinarily, nobody can recognize them. Nobody recognizes their qualities. The quality must come from within and while awake. Okay? And spirituality is not about being lost. It's about being awake. It's about the mind being lucid and clear and crisp and being very fresh. Not lost without, some people are lost in the desire, lost in the drinking, lost in the pleasure of the senses. That's totally being lost. They say, oh, I just close your eyes and just enjoy or whatever, Be in that moment. Some are like that. But you see, they need to be doing something to be in that moment. But spiritual beings, we cultivate to become being in that moment, every moment in time. This is very important, that we do not rely on external environment, external object, or external kind of food or medicine or drugs. And it has to come from within. Okay? So, the environment that we need to train first is the environment that we need to build for ourselves, for our practice. That we do not need to go somewhere for a holiday. You see? I've never been somewhere for a real holiday. Okay? My holiday is when I close my eyes, when I practice, and my world, my world is in my transformation. Not going here to see, wow, maybe, I don't know, this place, the beach, very nice, very beautiful, white sand and clear water. Or down there, they have a nice snow mountain. You have to be there to soak into the environment, right? In our mind, we can create this beautiful environment and enjoy. And that is the basis of our own inner space. So now I want to teach you how to create your refuge tree. Okay? Now why do we need to create a refuge tree? Now this is something that is very important. Okay? Actually, the refuge tree, before we start invoking our Guru and the Buddhas to come to be in the refuge tree, we must now first understand why there is this tree. Now this refuge tree is because however great, strong and sturdy the tree might be, it must be firmly rooted into the ground. Now this ground is known as the foundation of one's practice. If we don't put the foundation, the tree have no if there's no ground and the ground is not fertile, nothing grows from it. You can only become more adorned with your gurus when your tree become big enough. Like very much like if a tree is big and many leaves and shady and it's very looks nice, maybe birds will come and build their nest. Okay? So if we need to build this beautiful tree, okay, we need to grow this, we need to have this foundation practice to transform ourselves to become the great bhumi. Bhumi means ground. Okay? The great bhumi means ground. The first ground is the ground of humility and practice. We need to do prostration, putting our head, our body to the ground. If we have great pride, we can never practice. I say that, oh, I'm very busy. This is also kind of laziness. Okay? The other kind of laziness is say, I'm very busy. I have this to do, I have that to do, I got to mop the floor, I got to go market, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to go to work, I got this, I got to settle this, I got to do... All are laziness. Yes, your duty, you are doing something, but that is not virtuous practice because it is everything that has got to do with the attachment to this life. It's not that we cannot do, but it has already overtaken whatever that we choose to do has overtaken the goal in our heart to become a bigger and better person. So some people may ask you, what is the best religion? What is the best religion? Okay, many people come and ask me, what's the best religion? Maliciously, very where you can see. Tell me, what's the best religion? You Lama, right? So I can tell you what I feel. What is the best religion? You tell them, the best religion is the best practice that can make you into a better and deeper person. Not all can follow this style or follow that style. But whichever is the one that can make us to become a deeper and better person is the one that is the best and suitable for us. Even if it's within Buddhism, Buddha also taught 84,000 teachings. Even within Buddhism, there are many different methods towards enlightenment. So this part is we must know and we must cultivate as such. So by doing foundation practice, the great tree of Dharma grows. And the tree will only grow if it's firmly rooted to the ground. So we cannot think about the fruits of the tree. Okay? We have to think about taking care of the roots of the tree. Alright? So when you must feel that there is a very sturdy, stable ground, beautiful grass and everything, and then there's a great tree, and in the middle there comes a jeweled throne. Not that the guru is a bird that lives in a tree. It's not that. Okay? If you don't have that tree, it doesn't matter, but the main purpose of the tree is to let us know that that all of us are within the elements of earth, wood, fire, and air, and metal. Okay? And also under the 4 elements of earth, water, fire, and wind. And so, earth being yellow, and then the tree being wood, and then after that is the blazing guru, is fire. Okay? So the gurus are seated on the your gurus are seated on the throne. So now it's not just you put your guru inside. If you create your own refuge tree, you have to create who is the person who taught you to become a better person. It may be your school teacher. Maybe your uh, your school teacher, your kindergarten teacher, your music teacher, okay? You can put them inside. Or who you believe, or even if you want to, you feel Confucius was good, and you adore his style and teachings, you can visualize Confucius inside. If you feel that maybe some Greek philosopher you like, yeah, then you want to put him inside, you can visualize him inside. Okay? So the main is your guru, then after that, all that below him. Okay, and then you pray to your guru. And all the Buddhas are above your guru, inside the heart of your guru. And then the next one is the wind. Wind is the wind of your prayers that comes from your breathing. We need to pray by understanding it to know. We need to know, to understand that, by saying out positive words, by saying out good words, or expressing our wishes, we are sending our intent out to the universe. And you will realize that as you practice, those who are the same as you will start to come together. Why? Because those with the same energy and the same goal will start to come together. They will be attracted to each other. Okay? Just like I said, those who like to nag and those who like to quarrel, somehow they cannot escape that cycle. Being angry, naggy, and quarreling, or finding fault with other people, they will always end up being there. Okay? So one really needs to open up the golden mouth and start to say the prayers. Let's just say, oh, I pray from my heart. It doesn't happen because it doesn't become air. Right? Similarly, if you like somebody, you just look at that person. That person know you like him or her? Huh? You feel like? Cannot, right? Impossible, right? So needs to show by expression, needs to show by by facial expression, body movement, being friendly, being gentle, being kind, and being by skillful and sweet conversation. Okay? And really many people like to say, I'm very poor, Lama, I'm very poor. I want to tell you why you are poor. You want to know? You want to know why you are poor? You are poor because you are very stingy. Not necessarily with money. You are poor. You are poor of happiness because you never give free smiles. Your smile, like your face is coated with gold, You smile, you'll crack, and then the gold fall off. Huh? Yeah. This is a cause for you to become poor. You cannot give free smile. You cannot give free kind words. You cannot give free support. You cannot give free prayers. These are free. You cannot give free heart or time to listen to others, to help. So you always be poor. Things that you don't need to come up with money already very difficult to come out of you. Imagine when you have money, you'll be worse. That's why you will see that there is an imbalance. Okay? Those people who don't have the karma to become rich and happy, when they become rich, they will not be happy. Okay? I teach you. Some people are like that. They don't want the karma to be rich. So when they work very hard to become rich, they lost the happiness. Because because your heart is very small. Only the size of this container, you can only feel so much. That is why it's very important in the Mahayana. We must open and grow our hearts. The bigger your heart, the more positive it will be. Some people like to pray for, kumantong, praying to this kind of spirits and everything so that they get more money, more money. Yes, when they have money, no more happiness. Lost their mind. Lost their confidence. Lost their mind. Lost the many things. Only the virtuous and the big-hearted, okay, they can be rich and they can be happy. Normally in samsara, the karma is either rich or happy. Okay? It's either rich or happy. If not, you better don't pray to be very rich. You pray to be balanced. Okay? People like to only pray for wealth. Then you go to all the super rich, that day I went to the wealth god temple. I look at this. Okay, the gods, they have become so rich. Decked in gold, everything so nice, so wow, but so tacky and so China Ching Chong. When you only have money in your eyes, in your body, speech and mind, people who come to see you also only have that in their eyes, in their body, speech and mind. Right? When you say you're a wealth god, people only think about money. They don't think about the wealth of happiness, the wealth of joy. There are different kinds of wealth, but they only think wealth is money. Wealth is not money, because money is an illusion. Right? Can you tell me how much that $100 bill really worth? Because it's actually just a piece of plastic or paper, And we take it so seriously that is really worth that much. Right? What is the real value of $10,000 rupiah versus $2 notes? Okay? Or Vietnamese dong. The numbers are huge and very big. In actuality, that is just a paper or something that makes people feel the kind of security, that security is a dream, is an illusion, it is a nightmare. Your real security, it is in your heart. So we need to develop that. And how to develop that is your choice. Is know that you have a choice. Some people say, they will say, you are good, you are born in that situation, this and that, and stuff like that. So of course you have a good choice. No. I already explained to you. You have a choice to wear your clothes. I know a few old people. Okay? They are what I will call as poor. They only have 4 sets of clothing. So live in a one room flats. But they are happy, and their clothes are old, but they are always clean, washed, neat, and well pressed. Respectable old gentlemen. Okay? What they have is beyond money. Maybe it's a good title of my next book, Beyond Money. Huh? Right? So, anyway, Nana is going to write books. I told her to resign. So it depends on her guru devotion. It's a choice now. Right? It's her choice. So, it's your choice. You already have a place to stay. You have lots of food to eat. You've got not much problem. Huh? You've got so many things. If you sell them one by one, you know you have a good life. Huh? You know, your heart is priceless. Pen them down. Right? So, so it's very important that we must recognize that we have a choice from what we eat to what we wear, from what we choose our mind to be, or how we manifest, or how we manifest is a nice choice of word I like to use, because many people ask, what is manifestation? But you know, sometimes you just want to behave in a certain way in front of some people, isn't it? Right? No? You're not all devils, right? You're angels, right? You like to behave in nice way in front of nice people, right? Right, yeah. Okay? So this is very important that we recognize that, and we choose to see that point. And when we choose to see that point, we now have something that you don't need other people to give you. You want to know what is that? Okay, first you have to put your hand out like that. Then I'll give it to you first. You want to know? Yeah. You now have power. I bless you with power. You have a power to make a choice of your life. You have a power to be happy. You have a power to be healthy. You have a power to be friendly, to have many friends, to have great connections. So this, I bless you. Okay? So you have this power. When you know you have a choice, you are empowered. If you do not have a choice, many people, beggars, don't have a choice. So therefore, we must know. You must know now you have a choice. How you want to behave. How you want to manifest. How you want to be. Okay? How you want to live your life holding all the money that you have. It's your choice. Okay? So this is something that is very important. That you must now know you have a choice. And you are empowered with the power of choices. How you want to live your life, where you want to stay, how you want to manifest, what you want to eat, how you choose what you wear, you are empowered now. Now this is something that is very strong. You feel empowered. And keep that feeling in you. That anything that happens, that comes along in our lives, we are empowered to choose how we want it to be. Right? Do you make a choice out of fancy, or do you make a choice out of consideration? Huh? Fancy? Fancy? Huh? You want to know how I make considerations? You want to know how I make a choice? Sorry. You know how I make a choice? I make a choice out of fanciful consideration. Okay? Never give up fun in your life. Okay? Even between husband and wife, between friends, between Dharma brothers and sisters, between guru-disciple relationship, you must keep fun in your life. If you have too many considerations, you will not have any fun. If you have that you just make a decision out of fanciful and having fun only, fanciful choices, you have no consideration for other people. You become inconsiderate. So, I make my choices out of fanciful considerations. Like you want to wear a shirt, try to wear a flowery shirt. Somebody dared me to wear flowery pants. Sure, doesn't matter, I just wear. It's just pants. So then I bought the flowery pants. Then I went to another place and they dared me, Lama, you dare to wear a flowery shirt? Sure, I'll wear the flowery shirt. Little bit tight lah. Just for the fun of it, I took a photograph because I'm very fat, you know. Yeah. I remember it was some kind of very, very brightly colored flowery shirt. Yeah. It's okay. Wear. The main thing is at least put it on. Some people, our mind is so fixated that, no, I cannot wear like this because it's just not me. It's just not me. Get it? Just not me. Okay? Then you have no fun and all consideration and you just cannot, just cannot. Our life is controlled by other people's ideas of cannot, of themselves and what they think and feel can or cannot about you. So you grow up being lost. We grow up being lost. We grow up feeling, I need a yes from you. If I don't get the yes from you, I'm lost. Right? Right? No? Did you grow up being somebody must tell you you're a good boy or you're a good girl. Right? If you don't do that, you're not a good girl, you're not a good boy, right? The only other person I know that don't give two hoots about being who she is Hui Jin. Yeah. She wouldn't care about what other people say. You want to say? Say. I'm myself. I don't care. I don't need to care. I'm my own person. This is Hui Jin, you know? Yeah. 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 I don't know, she said. In the whole wide world, nobody can suppress me except you. I say, I'm fat. I sit on you and you're suppressed. Right? Or subdue her. Are you subdued? Are you subdued? Up to me? Only you choose to be subdued or not. Okay? So, similarly in our mind choose to be subdued or not. By teachers, by school teachers, by environment, by parents, by seniors, by elders. Okay? Today, society is totally upside down. Listening only to those with fanciful clothing, fanciful cars, fanciful jewelry. Correct? Right? And those with money. Only those with money. That's why you see, only rich people dare to be fanciful. They're fanciful with clothing, fanciful with food, fanciful with money, with cars, fanciful homes, everything that's fanciful. Nice, dandy, and fanciful. But people like it. People enjoy it. You like to come to a dark, grimy, old Thekchen Choling? Huh? No? But then you don't come and clean? You come and enjoy, mess the place up and bye-bye. Huh? Right? So, what is the cause for a good environment that is at least, what is the easiest to change? Is the external is the easiest to change. What is the easiest to change is something that is a heart or earth element. You can shape that, you can do many things, but the most difficult to change is what that is unseen. That is our own mind. Unseen, unheard, that can only be felt. Okay? So this is something that we must recognize. That, many people, we like something. only if it's under the cover of anonymity. Nobody knows me. I know. Scan. But if I ask you, then you will not be graceful enough to say, sure, I'll join in. Sure, I'll come and check it out. Sure, I'll come and have a look. Sure. First thing is, don't wanna. Even if you go shopping and you go to see something, you walk into a shop, you say, can I help you? No, I'm just looking. Never mind. You do your thing, never mind. You don't even dare to say hello to you don't even dare to say hello to the staff. Come on, just working there, say hello, be nice. Okay? But our apparent shyness has now become rudeness. The waiter, waitress comes and serve you, say, what would you like? You don't even look at the waiter and waitress. You don't even bother to look at them. You don't bother to say hi and hello. You just, wait. What is this? What is this? You just look at no eye contact with the waiter or waitress. Super disrespectful. Right? Hello? Are you dumb? I'm talking to ghosts. I think ghosts have more enjoyment than you. Really. You're worse than ghosts. Ghosts, you talk to them, they go, eh. Talk to you, no? Giving you teachings is quite unbelievable. It's like I'm talking to myself. Okay? So, choose. Now you must know that you are empowered. You empower yourself. You no longer need to live under your parents or grandparents or somebody's approval. Like this, then you are good. If you are not like this, then you are bad. So this is something that we must be truly be aware about. Okay? So this is what I want to say for today. I'm going to give you a present now. I sponsored the printing of this text. Then I'm going to give you some transmissions. So it's over there. So everybody can distribute one. Those of you who have already taken during the on Vesak Day, right? Please don't take anymore. Okay? I'm only distributing one per person. Okay? After when you have it, please open it up. If you already have and you want to share, can share. But I want you to write your name on it. Or at least you must be. So this text is more precious than gold. Already better don't take. Next time you want to beat your friend up, take the text and beat. It gives blessings. Oh, I'm serious. You want to beat a child, you take the text and again. Okay, then you know. Yeah. So you offer ropes to it, buy good quality brocade, wrap it up. Then you got naughty, so you get blessing. Afterwards, all of you come, I will give you the first one. Anyway, that's how my gurus give blessing also. You come with a blessing, he take the text, he go, yeah. My guru, Trushik Rinpoche, loved to take Dhamma text and beat or bless me. So actually this text is supposed to only be given to Buddhists, non-Buddhists, so not supposed to take. Nah, I'm just joking. Okay, this is the text. Open, take out the cover. Read the back of the cover. I asked you to open, right, just now? Why you never open? Why you so slow, Linda? Lang Sai? Linda Lang Sai. Okay, now you look at the last word there on the lower right. You see Namdro Tuku. Namdro Tuku means, the Tuku word means emanation. Okay? The Tuku means emanation, not reincarnation. What's the difference between reincarnation? Reincarnation means that you are this ordinary person, you reincarnate. Ordinary persons, when they die, they reincarnate. Okay? Reincarnate means without choice. Okay? You are reincarnated without choice. You cannot control who your mother, father is. You cannot control who your parents are in this life. You also cannot control who your parents are going to be in next life, right? So you better start practicing now. How to practice? Take charge and know that you have a choice now with your choice of your clothes, choice of your body, choice of your food, choice of your prayer, choice of your mind. Okay? So I'm teaching you now to be how to become a reincarnate Lama in your next life, you know. If you don't want to, then sorry, you don't have a choice. Next life you become a worm then. What you gonna be? Worm. Okay. So the Tugu means emanation. Okay. When you see somebody who have a name, who have a Tugu, okay, Tugu, you don't call that person Tugu or Tugula. It's very, very rude. Okay, you automatically have to greet the person as Rinpoche, precious one. Because this person can choose his reincarnation, he's not precious. That means this person already have a trained mind, trained heart, trained mind. That's why a lot of Rinpoches, they have a very clear and sharp mind. Okay? If they want to take charge, they're very clear and sharp mind. Why? Because they can choose their parents. Okay? So they are not ordinary, not reborn due to reincarnation. Okay? Let's say, yeah. Okay, anyway, it's just words. The main thing is, Tugu is, they are an emanation by choice. Okay, Tugu can be a reincarnation or rebirth of a great master or an emanation of a Buddha or Bodhisattva. Okay, so over here now you take the text up. The front page face you. You need to do this: turn down, fold down, for a few times. Okay? And then like this, the other way also a few times. Need to loosen it. Because now you have to learn to study. So you take the first four pieces of paper. First four pieces of paper. Can you see the pages are romanized? Okay? These are the preliminary prayers. So before you recite any of this, you should recite the preliminary prayers. Okay? Inside here, you look at again on the first page, there are three texts. The Concise Medicine Buddha Sutra, okay, where the mantra is not the ordinary mantra of Medicine Buddha. This is the combined mantra of all the 7 Medicine Buddhas. Alright? Yeah. Very rare. And then, so you turn to page 10. A Western page 10. No, where? Page 10. Can you see page 10? Okay, so this is the this is the page 10 is the mantra. It's known as the Dharani, okay, the mantra which generates the power of the Tathagata's meditative immersion. Okay, so all the 7 Medicine Buddhas, the power of their meditative immersion, or you want to call it jhana, or stabilization. Okay, so the name of this mantra is actually at the end of page 14, the last line of page 14. Can you see? So that's the name of the mantra. But anyway, this is the mantra, page 10. You can, to memorize this, you can just take out this one sheet of paper. So this is the good thing about this. This style is known as the ancient palm leaf text. Okay? After Lord Buddha manifested passing away, after the second Buddhist, after the first Buddhist council, they started to Ananda was began to regurgitate everything what Buddha said. And then why there's the tradition of chanting? Because many monks were illiterate. So to be able to chant, they need to meditate, to have their minds focused in concentration. So when the teacher gave the teaching or regurgitated or chanted whatever Buddha said, it was their duty to memorize word for word. The entire 84,000 texts was memorized. Okay? So when they say greatness that the Sangha can come because the Sangha are reciting the word of Buddha. You understand? So the tradition of chanting came this way. You understand? Yeah, because Ananda, the Buddha's attendant, I can't remember don't know whether my attendant can remember anything I say or not though. I don't even know where is he now. He's not even here. Yeah. Huh? He's hiding in office as usual. He's always hiding. Useless piece of fat. Fat is useless. No. Okay. So so this the mantra. Oh, you're here. Hi. Okay, so this is the mantra. So I recite. Yeah. Namo Ratnatrayaya, Namo Bhagavate Aparahihata Atihata Baisachya Baisachyai Rajaya Tata Tayata Om Savatataga Hong Gome Gome, Imini, Mihi, Mati Mati, Sapta, Tathagata, Samadhya, Dististe, Ate Mate Pale, Papam Shodane, Sawa Papa Nasaya, Mama Bude, Buddha Tatame, Ume Kume, Buddha Se, Trapare Shodane, Damene Dame, Meru Meru, Meru Sikare, Sawa Akala, Mertio, Nevane, Bude Sobunde Bude Adis Tenen Adis Titena Adis Titena Raksan Tume Savan Deva Same Asame Saman Vahara Tume Sawa Buddha Bodhisattva Same Same Prasama Tume Sawa Etyo Pra Padrapa Vyadarya Borane, so Borane, Borayame, Sava Asame, Vaidurya, Prati Basi, Sava Papam, Shayang Karisvaha, Om Baisacha, Baisacha, Maha Baisacha, Samogade Svaha. So this is the mantra. Now the next one, turn to page 20. Okay, so if you don't know how to flip the page is actually, you can go back and put a tissue paper box behind and then you just read like that, no? Okay, it's just like this. Very easy. Okay, so you go to page 20. So this is the wish granting sovereign. This is the long puja text to the medicine Buddhas. So this puja text is until page page 200 and yeah, 221. 221 is the puja. Okay, complete. So the middle one is this text. Okay, in future when we do this medicine Buddha puja, okay, you take this along. Okay, there's long medicine Buddha puja. Okay, so behind there are some of the, so just some information and everything. So the center part is known as the puja. Okay, so if you want to recite this puja at home, you just follow the words and just to read. Okay, in this second part in this text, let's turn to page 108. Okay, there's a mantra here. This mantra is also, how to say, reciting this, or the benefit is on top. The benefit, the line above. Those who are afflicted by desire, hatred, ignorance, deviate from ethical conduct, practice sin, correct training in virtue, misappropriate the donations from the faithful, thus falling into the three miserable destinies and going to hell. Okay, so be cleansed of all karmic obscurations, to be free from disturbing emotions. So then after that, so on 108 is that mantra. You understand? So so sort of like to have this kind of harm, do you recite this mantra? Okay, so 108 has this. But anyway, within the long medicine Buddha puja, there are many different mantras. For example, if you are even if on a page 196, there's also another mantra, which is different from the mantra that you recited that we recited just now. Okay. So, but nonetheless, I just wanted to tell you that there are mantras here. And then, so now please go to page 229. Okay. So, this is the Long Life Sutra, where you can recite this sutra for yourselves, for your family, for your friends, for your grandparents, for your loved ones. Okay? So this sutra is not very long, it's quite short. And there are many different benefits, which is, and then also reciting the long life mantra many times, there's also inside. Okay? So, like for example, let's go to this example of page 244. Actually, there are many, but I'm just taking an example at page 244. Okay? So on at the bottom last two line of 243, it says, can you read this one out, please? Please recite together. Okay, so this mantra, by writing this text and reciting this mantra, so for those people who have a lot of difficulty, they have no freedom, they have no choice, okay, to practice the Dharma, should write this and then recite this out loud, okay, and then the conditions and the spirits in the area who are also deeply suffering, they get released, they get liberated, and you yourself also become liberated. Okay, so now, let's see. Let's go to page 2. 247 and 248. Read the first line of 247, please. First two lines. Okay. So 5 uninterrupted bad karmas, they are killing one's mother, killing one's father, killing an arhat, shedding blood from a Buddha, destroying the village and causing schism among Sangha. Okay, so making Sangha members quarrel and fight. So there's known as 5 uninterrupted bad karma. By doing this, you will be purified. Now, first two lines of 248, please. Okay, first two line of 249. Okay, next one, 250. Okay, so page 251. Okay, so as you can see, okay, 253. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, there's at the bottom there's the long mantra Amitayus. So so basically by reciting this mantra many times, okay, so it has a uh, great merits. Okay, so it's a little bit late now, so actually I thought to recite and everything together, but I think a little bit late, so you should recite this at home. Okay, you should recite this at home, and as this is my present for you. Okay, then Parambaje actually asked Sangala to tell you, oh, but huh? Okay, so Sangala gonna tell you herself. Okay, so you want to tell now? Okay, so this my present. So there are the concise medicine Buddha Sutra. So all the names of the Yaksha generals and the four heavenly kings and everything are here. Then the puja to the medicine Buddhas and also Amitayus. Yeah, this is a very special collection. So I'm not going to give like easily free. Okay, Eh, so please those who want must get from me. Okay. Also, since this is free, uh, please make a little bit donation yourself for your own good karma. Okay. Uh, put some. You go and buy a kata. Wrap this text up later. That's all. Okay. So that's it for today. Tomorrow night, then I'll give a talk on something else.